All right, chair yoga. Chair yoga. All right, y'all got your seats? You're good? Good. They're not muted over here on Zoom today, so we've got a couple people, if you hear them every now and then. All right, go ahead. Sit back in your chair. Make yourself comfortable. All right, and you know what? Let's really just kind of lay back and feel the chair supporting us. So right now you are going to feel the back of your chair against you. You can kick your legs out long. Arms just resting by your side. Kind of just feel how you are right here in this moment right now. Notice what comes up in your thoughts right now. Do you have anything going on in your mind? Any distractions? Just observe. And then scan your body from the top of your head down to your toes. And observe what's going on in your body right now. So class before this, we talked about the humidity and the heat, and sometimes that can create some stiffness, and sometimes it actually helps to create a little bit more flexibility in your joints and your muscles. So let's start to bring our integrity in our body. So if you are sitting against that chair, sit on up, pull your backside away. Everybody just lift it on up, I love it. Okay, so sitting up nice and tall, keeping those eyes closed. Feel your feet, begin with your feet, and feel your feet, both of them pointing at 12 o'clock, about hips width apart, rooting on down into the ground. So again, since you're at home and you want to take your shoes off, go for it. Lift and spread all 10 toes, and then one at a time, beginning with your outer pinky toes, just put them down gently on the ground. Feel your bottom of your legs on the seat pressing on in, your sitting bones, backs of your thighs. Belly pulls in. And then feel that lengthening in your spine as the crown of your head, the very top of your head lifts on up. So you feel this like growing effect. So it's just the top of your head. We're not reaching our neck or our chin, anything, just reaching on up right from the top of your head. And as you do that, now lower your shoulders on down. Keep relaxing those shoulders down. Keep lifting your head up. Belly pulls in. Notice again, if you're sticking your chin on out, bring your chin in. So we talk, in yoga, there's these things called bandhas, which are like your energy locks. So your Uddiyana Bandha, your belly is pulling in and engaging, and then there's a bandha in your neck, this Jalahara Bandha, where it's like kind of like you feel this pulling in sensation. And we've actually, in Tai Chi, I know they're completely different things, but there's a lot of similar principles. They call them different names, and I find that's one here. So it's almost like this feeling of drawing your chin back and in. Shoulders dropping down. Feel your face soften. Bring our arms down by our sides. And on the inhale, bring your arms big and wide on up. Inhale. Exhale down. Now bring your hands forward. Clasp your hands, point your palms out. And bring your arms on up with your hands clasped. And then bring them sideways down. Again, hands in front, clasp your hands, press your hands forward. Arms up. And down. 2 more of those nice full breaths. Clasp your hands, press your palms forward. Arms up, really opening up our chest and our throat here. Shoulders. Good. Again. Last one. Big breath in. And down. All right, let's take some circles with our shoulders. So as we inhale, lifting our shoulders up and exhaling down, really feeling the joints kind of rolling around in the sockets there. Breathing up, exhaling down. Really filling up as much of your breath as you can. Take 2 more of these at your own breath, nice and slow, no rush, nowhere to go. So you know you're here for 45 minutes, so let's just really be here and focus on what we're doing for these 45 minutes. And arms down. So let's bring our arms out by our sides again. Really spread your arms wide, fingers spread open. And we're going to give ourselves a hug. So whichever side goes over first, come around, reach around, and then just fold on over. Curl that spine. Breathe in. Feel your fingers separating. Exhale. Maybe you can walk your fingers towards each other again. Inhale. Exhale. Walk those fingers. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. On your inhale, sit on up. Open your arms wide. And then cross the opposite arm on over. I'm going to do the same thing. Big, full 4 breaths. So curl on over. Inhale. Exhale. That's 1. Inhale. Exhale. Walk those fingers in a little more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Big breath. Exhale. Sit on up nice and tall. Open up your arms. Bring them on down. Shake them out. Good. Right. So let's scoot to the front edge of your chair. Take that left hand over to your right knee. Belly pulls in. That Uddiyana Bandha. Right arm reaches around. Whether you're up or down, wherever you are in your chair, keep a check on your knees. So peek at your knees here. So we've curled. Look over at your knees. Did your right knee kind of slink back a little bit more? And can you pull that right knee so it's still in line with your left knee? Kind of notice that it's like a little whack-a-mole game. Right. So keep pulling that right hip forward, left hip back. Keep dropping your shoulders down here too. Notice if your shoulders scrunched up. Really press down your feet into the ground too and lift your toes. Nice full breath. As your belly pulls in, you inhale, come forward, right arm reaches around, curl up that spine. Keep curling a little deeper. Feel your lower back release, maybe between your shoulders. See if you can find space somewhere else new here. Maybe a sensation you weren't feeling before. See if you can create that in your body. On your inhale, sit on up. Right hand stays bead, left hand as your belly pulls in, reaches around. Shoulders drop down. Again, check your knee out again. Did that left knee, is it not in line? Maybe you've got to pull your left hip forward a little. Then just readjust. So notice what your eyes are doing right now. Are your eyes open? Are they closed? Is your mind wandering? Belly pulls in. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to center. Left arm reaches around and curl that spine. So if you notice you bring your elbows out more, it's again creating more space in your shoulders. Inhale, come all the way up. And just for Nora, Nora wants her cat and cows. I love them too, Nora, I must say. One hand on each knee. And inhale, lift your chest on up. Open your throat, open your chest. Exhale, curl. Maybe your elbows come out to the sides. Really like wring out all that stale air. Inhale, come on in. In and up, open, like really exaggerate. Exhale. Empty. Really wring it, wring it. Inhale. Exhale. So go at your own breath for 3 more full sets of these, taking your time. So I'm watching the time with you guys. You don't have to worry. We're here together. We'll wait for you. Really feel like you're taking in all of this wonderful juicy air. And then all of that old stale air you're getting rid of. Lubricating all the joints in your spine. If you want to take an extra one, go for it. I'll wait. Awesome. Do you guys have your straps? I know Arnie has his strap. Nora, you got your strap? All right, you all got your straps. Get your straps. Okay, we're going to open up some more in our shoulders. Grab those straps. I'm going to put our hands, hook our hands in through our thumbs. Reach on up. And then enough so that your shoulders, you don't want your shoulders like hunched up to your ears again. So keep sliding on down as much as you can there. So your shoulders are sunk into their sockets. Pressing your left sitting bone into the mat. You're gonna tip on over to the right. So keep pressing that left sitting bone and feel all along that left side of your body. So good. So notice what your breath does here if it's a little difficult to breathe. Inhale, come on up. Exhale to the left. Press that right sitting bone down in now a little bit more. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Keep breathing. Notice as you breathe, the air fills up that space between your ribs. It expands it. Inhale up and over to the left. Again, as you inhale on this side, notice that expansion. And inhale back to center. And as we exhale, just kind of drop your shoulders down and away. It may not go very far at all, but just bring your arms back. And maybe as you separate the space in your straps, you can bring them a little farther down. Keep separating. See how far you can open up in the back. And then go ahead and bring it up and around. Good. We're going to do that again. So bring your hands, they might be close together to start. This is kind of a different one here. So your thumbs are pointing forward and your hands are grabbing on. And again, just bringing your arms back. Noticing they maybe don't want to go, but the wider that you open them, so we're not gripping onto that strap with all our might. It's just kind of resting there. And then bringing it back. So you should feel that space right between your shoulders. Yeah, behind you. All right, come on up and over. Super. Right, let's do our legs for a little bit. You can drop the strap. IT band, seated or figure four. So crossing that right leg on over, flexing that right foot, sitting up nice and tall. Keep sinking that knee down. So you're gonna feel, oh, you can feel all kinds of stuff in this one. So maybe your ankles are crossed and you've got that going on. That's fine. So focus more now on lengthening your spine. Dropping those shoulders down. Crown of that head's lifting on up. The whole spine is just long. Take a big breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, fold on over, just hinging at your waist. Probably created a different sensation in that right hip area. Keep flexing that right foot. It's going to protect your knee. Keeping your eyes open, your gaze is going to be right straight forward, and your neck is in line with your spine. So we're not curling anything over. We're still keeping that long spine. So maybe you're up here, maybe you're down here. We're going to take 5 breaths here. It's a lot of breaths. So there's a form of yoga called yin yoga, and during an hour class they might only do like 5 or 6 different poses, and they just really hold them for a long time, and it's letting your body just kind of melt in. It's for me, I find it like it's like a psychological kind of class to have to be in those poses for so long. Kind of noticing, where your mind is going, what sensations are coming up in your body. But if you notice, the longer you're holding a position, the more you can really kind of melt and sink into it. Inhale, come on up. Uncross that leg and change sides. So we're going to just stay here for a breath or two, just kind of observing. So for me, there's an obvious difference in left and right. And then whenever you're ready, maybe you can fold on over that shin. And if you need to shimmy and adjust, again, left foot is flexed. Notice if your shoulders have crept up. Keep sinking, keep breathing. So now we'll begin our 5 breaths here. You might feel even like at your lower back. You're going to feel something different here that you didn't feel on the other side. come on up, nice. All right, so if you want to rub your legs, rub your hips. And our hips should be feeling kind of open here. We're gonna do our goddess squat. So, squat sounds good, right? So just heel toe your feet on open. Knees in line with our toes. Arms come on up. And elbows bend. So really flex your fingers. Keep pressing your legs outward. So even though you're here, you can still activate your legs so you can still feel them. Even if they're not going really wide out, you can still, like your outer edges of your knees, pressing on back. So, and to do that, if you want, you can even bring your hands on down to the outsides of your knees and then press so you can feel that sensation. See if you can keep that there. Gaze straight ahead and just breathe. And again, maybe holding these a little bit longer than we normally would. Noticing if any thoughts come up about it. If you say, oh, I just want to quit, then maybe it's just, you know, a little bit of lactic acid buildup. It's nothing much. Take 3 more breaths here. Full breaths. Breathe in. Pause. Exhale. 2 more breaths. And release it down. Walk your legs on in. You can rub them out. We're going to go right back out there, right where we were with our legs. Walk them back out again. Bring them out again. And we're going to do our 5-pointed star. So if you could extend both legs, extend your arms. And then bring them in. Extend both legs, extend your arms. Bring them in. Kind of using your core here too a little bit. Extend. Bring them in. 1 more. And bring them in. Good. Okay, since we're still out here, you're going to kind of get a good hip workout. I said we were going to do shoulders too. We'll get to shoulders. So now we're going to do some core kind of building up with that Uddiyana Bandha. Arms are up. We're going to take our right knee and we're going to just dip on down towards our right elbow. Come on up. See if you can still keep your spine straight. You're just dipping your elbow down to the left. Come on up to the right. Keep pulling your back, your knees to the back behind you. Left. In. Right. In. Left. Come on up. 1 more each side. To the right. You're like, what the heck, Sam? This is not what we said we were doing today. All right, release it down. Super. All right, more shoulders. Let's get more shoulders. Okay, so grab your straps again. And you're going to sit at the towards the front of your chair because you're going to want some room. I'm going to probably turn around so I can show you what to do here. So you're going to take that strap into your thumb just like we did before. And if you have it halfway down. And then you're going to just, your hands are pointing on up to the top. Your arm is by your ear here. And then we're going to just reach around with the back with our palms face forward. And if you bend your elbow and keep scooting your hands to see how close we can get to reaching each other. You don't want to curl over or do anything funny with your body. Keep yourself up nice and tall. Gaze straight ahead. You've got your thumb still hooked on there. Keep breathing. that right arm up. You can bring your left arm down, bring it around. We'll do the other side. So, left hand, right hand forward, right hand comes back, swing around, grab those straps, bend that arm. Notice again here if your mind is wandering, if you're holding your breath, you're thinking, boy, this is kind of odd. Can you scoot your hands a little closer towards one another? Take one more breath in. Exhale, release. Super. All right, let's do our crescent, our half moon, half moon, half moon. Arms on down. Bring your, make sure you check your legs so your legs are coming right out of your hips. Feet are flat on the floor. If we can get 90-degree angles, that's lovely. Arms come up, deep breath in. Hands to prayer. Sink your shoulders. We're going to just keep our 2 fingers pointed here. Inhale. Exhale to the right. Gaze up toward that left bicep. So we've already been here a little bit today, so with the straps. Inhale, come on back to the top. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the top. Exhale, arms wide all the way down to your sacrum along your lower back. If you need to scoot forward, we're going to press our hands on in as we bring our elbows towards one another. Shoulders come down. And then lift on up. Inhale, open up that chest and throat again. Again, this is the second time we've been here. Feeling nice and open. Keep breathing. Big inhale. Exhale, come forward rest your belly onto your thighs. Bring your arms on down to the ground. Let your head hang heavy. Feel your breath. Really feel it. Try that 3-part breath. Breathe in through your belly, your ribs, your chest, pausing, and then exhaling and emptying one at a time. Bring your hands to your shins. Inhale, lift halfway. Crown of that head, the top of your head, reaching forward at the front. Tailbones reaching long behind you. Breath in. Exhale, fold back over those thighs. Let it hang heavy. Let your head bobble around like those bobblehead dolls. There's no pressure on your neck right now. Just move it side to side. Inhale, oops, we're coming up all the way, arms wide. Hands to prayer, right on through heart center. Close your eyes here. Through your nose, take a big deep breath in. Open your mouth, just sigh it out. Do that again so I can hear you. Big breath in. Open up, sigh it out loudly. Arms down by your side, eyes gently open. Inhale, lift up. You're going to go the other way again. Temple those fingers again. Sink your shoulders. Check your feet out. Feet are rooting in. Inhale. This time to the left, we exhale. And again, we've been here. Inhale, come to the top. Exhale to the right. Breath in and out. Inhale, back to top. Exhale all the way down. Hands to your sacrum. Press on in. Your knees come together. Open up your chest. Drop your shoulders. Breath in. Exhale, come on forward onto your thighs. Arms hang heavy. Breath in. Breath out. Hands to your shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, empty and fold all the way over those thighs again. Inhale, arms wide, all the way up. Hands to prayer, through heart center, eyes closed. Deep breath in, breath out. Very good. All right, grab your straps. We'll get doing our hips again. Shoulders, chest, hips, shoulders, chest, hips. So bend that right knee, and if you want, you can even kind of just massage it before we get going right in, kind of just whatever works for you here. Rolling it around in your hip socket. And bend your leg, take that strap towards the heel. Sitting up tall, so we're not like laying into that chair, still using your core. Foot is flexed. Socket and ball are having a grand old time there. That left leg stays forward. Shoulders relaxed and down. Strap into your right hand. Keeping your body forward, just opening on up to the right with that. Soft bend in your knee, not locking out your joints. Keep relaxing your shoulder. And if that means adjusting your hand on your strap, so this is where we're never like stuck in any kind of pose. So if you're like, oh, well, shoot, I put my hand in the wrong spot, well, just move it. It's no big deal. Again, notice if your eyes are open or if you close your eyes. And if you close your eyes, where's your default going? Are you thinking of your to-do list? Or are you focusing on the sensations that you're feeling right here, right now in this pose? If your eyes are opening or open, are you focused on a spot? Or are you watching the lady walking the dog out the window? So find your drishti, your fixed point. Keep that mind from wandering. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, come back to center. Strap into both your left hand. And then maybe it's just a very subtle over to your left. Keeping that foot flexed. Feel that quad, your hip. Notice if you've sunk back into the chair and relied on the chair for support, you can pull yourself away. Come back to center, one strap into each hand. Foot is flexed. And now dip that pinky toe right on down about 45 degrees. Keep relaxing your shoulders. Back to center, and then dip that big toe down. Come back to center, bend your knee, and again, you can let go of the strap and maybe just a little bit more circles with your hip. If you want to put your hand behind your thigh, you can do that. kind of like assist yourself. Circles one way, then the other. Good. All right, place that foot down. And we're gonna go over to the left side now. So again, same thing, little circles. The hip. Get that synovial fluid flowing. And then let's bend that leg. Right on down towards your heel. Scooting away from the chair. So if you had to adjust and come onto your chair to get yourself together, again, that's fine. Just come on back. That right foot straight ahead. Hip into its socket. And then both straps into your left hand, keeping your body forward. Open on up to the left. Shoulders relax down. Maybe you can open up a little more, maybe you can lift it higher. As long as you can keep the integrity, looking forward and against or away from the chair. Really kind of feel that quad. Maybe lifting higher. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, strap into your right hand and maybe a little bit across your body there. Come on back to center. One strap into each hand, foot is flexed. Dip your pinky toe down about 45 degrees there. Back to center, and then dip the big toe down. Come on back to center. Bend your knee, let go of that strap. Give that hip some more circles. All right, our hips are looking good today. All right, flop that leg on down. And you know what, Nora, just for you, we'll do some more cat and cows.
Okay.
All right, so go for it. Let's curl on up. Hand to each leg. Curl on. And then open. So there's a lot of discussion I see like on these on different teacher things that I read about your breath. I've always inhaled, reaching on up, and exhaling down. And some people say they've tried that the opposite way. So if you want to try, you know, it takes a little bit to like figure it out. So if you're breathing out as you're up and in as you're down. See if you have a preference. I can tell you mine. And come on back. So let's do a little bit of core, a little bit of baby core. So you can cross your ankles over one another. We're going to scoot to the edge of our chair. You can use your chair for a little bit of support here if you need to. And just lift up your legs here. Pull your core in. And now try doing this without letting go, Well, let go of your chair. Arms come over. Keep sitting up nice and tall. And go ahead, release your legs down and cross your opposite ankle. And up. So notice if you kind of like rock back to get your legs up, and see if you can just lift your legs without rocking back. So yes, you're using your leg strength, but you're also pulling your core in to keep yourself sitting up nice and tall. Breath in. Exhale, lower it down. All right, rub out those legs. And let's just do a couple quick with our wrists. We talked about like arthritis and stuff, keeping those joints and our fingers all supple. Circles, and then maybe opening and closing our hands a little. There was something about if you kind of just tap your hands in between, like the webbing of your fingers. It's supposed to stimulate something. I don't remember what, but you can kind of just play around with that too. I'm so technical, aren't I? Shake them and down. All right, how about your right foot out? Some circles with your right ankle. And changing direction. Maybe spreading all of your toes here. And relax. Spread them. Relax. Nice and wide toes. Relax. Left leg up. Circles with your left ankle. And the other way. Spread those toes. Relax. Spread them. Relax. Spread. All right, guess what it's time for? Shavasana. All right, sit on back. All of that like integrity, like just let it go for a moment. Kick your legs out. Feel the chair behind you. Close your eyes. Rest your arms. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth. Give a big sigh. 2 more of those. Big full breath in. And exhale. Last one. Big breath in. Let it go. All right. And now just scan what you're feeling, what's going on in your body right now. Starting at the top of your head, working your way down to your toes. Really feel what you have to feel in your body. And again, you're not stuck, so if you're feeling not so comfortable and you want to shift and move, go for it. Just keep sinking into your chair. I will guide you out of this. You right now just go into whatever world, whatever sensations you're feeling in your body. Notice what's going through your mind. Notice any thoughts that surface and see if you can just kind of brush them, sweep them away like a broom, sweeping out any thoughts. Your body sinking deeper into your chair. Still nowhere to go, nothing to do, just to relax. Slowly begin to make some movements. You wiggle those fingers, wiggle your toes. Sit on up, pull yourself away from your chair. Bring your hands to heart center. Press your thumb knuckles into your sternum. Take a deep breath in again through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale. And the light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Carry your thumb knuckles to your forehead, and together we'll bow and say, Namaste.
Namaste.
And have a great day. Turn you off over.
Good luck next week.